How did the band do at area competition?
Does this week's riddle stump Hawk students?
Where does the Lady Hawk volleyball go from here?
That and more. You're watching Talent TV.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Talent TV. I'm Jalen Tennyson.
And I'm Clay Deshu. This week we cover what went on around school.
From the latest in sports, what's happening in fine arts, and seeing if people can solve our riddle.
Next Tuesday, we support our veterans by having breakfast with them in the ROHS library. RSVPs ended on Thursday.
Picture retakes took place this week on November 4th.
Also, on November 4th, we recognize people with dyslexia at Dyslexia Parent Night.
On Saturday the 8th, the Christmas market takes place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Riddle High School cafeteria.
On November 5th, the juniors had their class meeting. Now on to sports with Jordan.
Both working harnesses its limitations to aid in deeper understanding. Approach not only makes nature
Last week, Red Oak Athletics struggled. On Thursday, October 30th, the varsity Hawk volleyball team played their playoff game against Lake Belton High School, losing 0-3. That same day, the JV football team played against Midlothian, losing 12-18. On Halloween, the varsity football team played against the Midlothian Panthers, losing 10-46. Better luck next week. We had the same honor of getting an exclusive interview with the Red Oak basketball team. Here's what they had to say. What is your offensive and defensive philosophy?
Offensively, we like to push the ball up the court, play fast, try to just create a little chaos. I like to let my kids have freedom to just be able to just play and make plays on offense. And defensively, we just pressure the whole game, try to wear teams out, try to get them to the fourth quarter where they are out of gas. We are a man-to-man team, so we like to just compete and just play hard the entire game.
What are your biggest? How would you handle player-to-player conflicts?
They're brothers, so anytime you get into it with your brother, sometimes, it's just a thing that happens when you're around each other all the time. So for me, it's just more about just make sure they talk about it, see what the problem is, and just try to respect each other and just move forward and just understand that's part of basketball, part of a locker room. It's just more just how you respond from it and don't hold grudges.
How do you plan to develop players who are struggling? How do you plan to develop players who are struggling?
Our job is just to instill confidence. If they're struggling, like I tell them, maybe you just need to come in and jump a little bit more, see your shots go in. Keep your confidence, keep working hard. You never know, the season is long, so don't get too caught up on having a couple bad games. Just know that it's a long season, so things can turn around. You just got to keep your confidence.
What is your role in motivating players who are struggling?
My role is just to be there for them. Just listen to what's bothering them, listen to why they might feel like they're struggling, and just be the person they can lean on and just come talk to, so we can try to get them out of whatever they're feeling, so they can be the best player they possibly can.
Okay. And if you have any, what pregame traditions does your team have?
Before every game, we like to pray. So before every game, we like to pray before we come on the court, because it's a blessing to be able to play this game. It's a fun game to play. So we make sure we do that. I like to keep them loose. So as far as just making sure if they want to listen to music or whatever it may be, that's fine. But every game we're going to pray before we come out.
Okay. What are your short-term and long-term goals for the season?
Short-term goals, just to keep getting better every day. My long-term goals is win state.
What are your biggest strengths and weaknesses on the court?
I say my biggest strengths is like being able to guard multiple positions, being able to play multiple positions. My weaknesses is like help side defense. Sometimes I'll be late, or I'll just fall asleep on help side, something like that.
How do you plan on to contribute to the team's chemistry and success?
I contribute like being a leader, because we got like some young guys, and I just want to help them like get better every day and stuff like that.
How do you handle pressure, and how do you stay motivated after a tough loss?
Stay motivated. Just get back in the gym the next day, watch film, see what you could have did better, stuff like that.
What have you done this offseason to prepare for the season?
We work out every day. I train. Worked with our coach, with some of our training coaches. I got better, like stronger, faster, and stuff like that.
Why did you choose to play basketball?
I just fell in love with it when I was a kid. I don't know why I chose it. I just fell in love with it when I was a kid. Though.
And is there any professional player that you look up to?
LeBron James.
What are your short-term and long-term goals for the season?
Short-term goals, just to become a better leader, win some games, have some fun with the team. And a long-term goal is to win state, just bring home a ring for Red Oak. That's a long-term goal for me.
What are your biggest strengths and weaknesses on the court?
I'll say one of my strengths is touching the paint, be able to get my teammates involved. I'll say one of my weaknesses right now is being more vocal, just being a leader to the team, so that's what I've been trying to work on.
How do you plan to contribute to the team's chemistry and success?
Just being selfless, with the ball, just touching the paint, not looking just for my shots, but looking for other people's shots and just doing the best that I can to keep my teammates involved.
How do you handle pressure, and how do you stay motivated after a tough loss?
Handle pressure, I just pray. Think about things that not always basketball, just do some things to wind down, like listen to music, just calm my mind. And after a tough loss, I just see what we did wrong, watch film, and then just get ready for the next game because you can't dwell on the loss too long.
What song do you listen to before every game?
What song do I listen to? I'll probably say it's something about either Rod or YB, so I'll say probably Thug Motivation by Rod Wave.
What have you done this offseason to prepare for the season?
We've been in the weight room, running a lot, so just that we can stay up and down with a high energy, all full quarter of the game and apply pressure all game. And the weight room is getting stronger so we can box out, rebound, and not get pushed around on the court.
What player do you look up that plays professional basketball? What player do you look up to?
I'll say my coach, Coach Davis, or Christopher Davis. He's a UNT legend, so, I look up to him, the big drop himself. So, yeah, I look up to my coach.
Now to Gideon Bergman with more.
Thanks, Jordan. We kicked off this week on Wednesday with a varsity golf tournament in Centennial High School. On Thursday, JV and freshman football played at Tyler. Tonight, the varsity Hawk football team plays against the Tyler Lions in Tyler. Make sure to go out and support the football team. Girls basketball preseason tipped off today at the Fran Harris Invitational in DeSoto and will play again tomorrow. Make sure to go out and support. On Saturday, the boys basketball season starts in Crowley, Texas. Come out to Louisville Aquatic Center to support our swim team in the Cougar Classic. Tune in next week to find out the results. Now back to Jalen.
What a week from Red Oak Athletics. Now to Talent Quiz with Amber Mackey.
Hello, I'm Amber Mackey, and welcome to Talent Quiz. We asked students to answer this tricky riddle. Here's what they answered.
Human. A candle.
A candle.
A candle. A candle.
A candle. A light bulb.
If you haven't solved it yet, the answer is a candle. Come back next week for a fun fall-themed quiz. For Talent TV, I'm Amber Mackey. On to the fine arts after this break.
Amber. The JV theater team performed their show, The Price, on Friday and Saturday. Braylon tells us more about the show.
Last Saturday, November 1st, the Mighty Hawk Band competed in area. They finished 8th out of 15, falling short of state. Though the band will not be performing their show anymore, they'll be working hard at their music to perform at their winter concert on December 11th. This Friday and Saturday, JV Theater is performing their show, The Price, at the Red Oak High School Black Box Theater. We will have more on the show next week.
Thanks, Braylon. That's it for today's edition of Talent TV. I'm Jillian Tennyson.
And I'm Clay Gashuru, reminding you to tune in next week for another edition of Talent TV.
And go Hawks.